Was it rainy in London? Absolutely rainy. It rained every single day that we were there. We would have some sun, but then the rain would just come out of nowhere and then go away and then come again. Can I talk about the game yet? I have an NDA. I can't talk about the game specifically, but I can talk about like various things and experiences of the event. There is one thing I can talk about that I think is kind of cool. When we're playing the game, Yoshi P is like walking around and like watching people play the game. He's checking out the fan reception of the game. He's looking at people. I remember the day before we went, like Frankie Lolia was there, and he stood behind Frankie and watched her for like a good like 20 minutes, just staring at the game. Me and Mr. Happy sat next to each other to play the game. He was on my left, and I'm on the right. So Yoshi P's like standing behind us, watching, just staring. I turned around, I saw him, and we kind of locked eyes for a second, and I nodded my head. He nodded his head back, and then I went back to like looking at the screen, and I'm like, holy shit. One of my good friends, Game Breaker God, he was there, GBG. Shout out to GBG, man. Amazing content creator. What a phenomenal dude. It was so cool to finally get to meet so many people that we've been friends with for over the years, right? So me and GBG were talking. I had to pick GBG's brain. I was like, yo, man, so what sauce have you found in this game? And he told me the inputs on how to do it. I wanted to mess around and try it out. I got really into the game, just completely forgetting my surroundings and what's happening around me, and the fact that Yoshi P is like staring at us. And I start doing this thing, and I'm learning it, and I'm like, oh my god, it feels great. So I keep experimenting with it and trying different things that it could work with. And I'm seeing like this dude, he's like just is looking at me. He's just like, what the fuck? Why is he doing that? I hope he doesn't take it out. Yoshi P, if you're watching this, please do not take out whatever it was that I was doing. Do not. It's so much fun. I can't wait to, you know, I have so much plans for it. I have so many things that I want to explore and like try out. I hope he didn't like write that down and was like, yo, we're gonna look into that shit. Daywood patches completely, get rid of it. He flew back to Square Enix headquarters that day. It was like, yo, we gotta fix this. Yo, imagine. You will feel the amount of like polish and fine-tuning they put into this when you get a chance to play it. London was a great experience, and that was probably one of the funniest things, because the night before we actually hung out with a lot of like Square Enix staff and the voice actors. We went to a bar, the Dickens Inn pub we went to, was nearby, and we had such a great time hanging out with Nina, the voice actress for Benedicta, and Ben Starr, who's the voice actor of Clive. Really cool people, man. You forget that they're actors in this game. They're fans. They're fans, and they want to know what you think about it, and just like not even just talk about the game, just talk about general things like life and like experiences and whatnot. So it was really cool to like actually get to like kick it with them for a long time after the fact. They both want to be on the channel, so we're gonna be working towards, I don't know if it'll be before the game comes out or after when the game comes out, but I'll be actively working towards getting them on, because they're really stoked about it. They're really excited. They've just been really engaged with the community. Do you know if they recorded together or separately? For certain scenes, I don't think they did. Ben Starr told me, and also you can check Susanna's Twitter. That's the voice actress for Jill. They, in the beginning, did their lines together. They did their recording stuff together, but when the pandemic hit, they obviously had to record from home, and they couldn't record together. So a lot of it has been like spread out. How was it meeting Ben Starr? Ben Starr is amazing. You jealous that Lena called you a little lamb? Yo, you saw that tweet? I completely forgot. I said, yo, when I meet Benedicta, I'm gonna tell her to call me little lamb. Completely forgot. But we had such a great time. Yeah, Ben Starr is really a fan. Yo, he was pulling out some stuff that I was like, yo, okay, this guy knows a little bit more than me. And don't worry, I can't reveal it yet, but when the time is right, we will do a full entire like breakdown. You lived in London for 8 months. When you were 10, you always hung out in an arcade in the Piccadilly Circus. So that was like the coolest thing was, before I went, I had all these things that I wanted to go see and check out. A lot of the UK content creators. I got to meet Daryl from Final Fantasy Union and his wonderful wife, Lauren. Amazing people to be around. I met Alex Mukala. Alex Mukala was so fucking dope. I've talked to this man for like years now. Been a fan of his music, his videos, and all that stuff. But now I'm able to call these content creators friends, and it's so cool to see. Dan's G08, the 24/7 like Final Fantasy like Let's Play stream. He was there. He was so cool. Unfortunately, he was not invited to the event, but he came to the content creator meetup, and we got to hang out. We talked for hours, just not even about like content, but just we talked essentially about like life and various things and goals we want to achieve. And it's just really cool to be surrounded by very like-minded people, very similar outlooks on the world, and have the same interests as you, essentially. It just felt so unique being able to be there. I recorded a I recorded a vlog. I naturally said guide because that's my life. But I recorded a vlog about my experience in London. I tried to do as much as I could, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'll try to edit it so that it's very entertaining. I was having so much fun in the real life moments and just being there with everybody and just getting to know each other that there were times where I just wasn't even thinking about recording. I didn't want to put a camera in people's faces, and a lot of them were cool about it. A lot of them were like, yeah, sure, I'll be in the vlog. And I always asked them, I always ask permission. You don't want to put people on camera or in that spot, especially like meeting them like that. And I'm not that type of content creator. Like, it's funny, I used to watch like vloggers all the time. I used to watch Timothy De La Ghetto. He was my favorite like vlogger to watch, but I could never like do that. Just kept my phone in my pocket and was just enjoying the time and the conversation I was having with everybody. And I'd bring out the phone every now and then to record certain things that we were doing and funny things, essentially, where it made sense. But I wasn't trying to like just every single second I have to like keep up, right? Absolutely, I am going to the June 11th event. I can honestly say that. At the end of the day, I think the footage I got was great. And I think the moments that I'm going to be able to include in the vlog will be awesome. And you guys will still enjoy it. And while I'm editing it, I'll chime in like this and like give a little bit of exposition for various things. Because I just realized I didn't record an outro for the vlog. It's so funny. I was in the middle of the airport. And for whatever reason, at LHR, my flight to leave was not showing up on the screen. It kept telling me the gate will be revealed an hour before takeoff. Which coincidentally, an hour before takeoff is boarding. The boarding time is exactly an hour before takeoff. So as soon as the time showed up there, it says boarding now, and I got kind of scared, so I started walking towards my gate. So I thought halfway through to record an outro for the vlog, and I kind of did, but it was kind of butchered because they kept talking over me in the airport, and I just like stop recording because I was like, I don't want to miss this flight. I want to make sure I make it. I'm gonna have to record an outro for that after the fact. What can I start talking about this masterpiece? I don't know if the date is an NDA, so I don't want to risk it. I don't want to say it. I'm sorry. I don't want to get in trouble. This is an opportunity that has not been easy to come across for myself, and I'm just grateful to be able to do it. But yeah, I will for sure, as soon as you can guarantee that my video will be the first thing in your subscription box. When I finally get to talk to you guys about this, I'm probably gonna sound or look like Maximilian Dude when he was talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, and he said he looked like a legit crazy person because he just had these like thoughts to himself for so long and he couldn't tell anybody about it. That is what I'm envisioning this is going to be like at the very end of this experience. Yeah, Ralph wasn't at the event. I got to meet David Menken. He's also Malice in Xenoblade. Right? I haven't played Xenoblade, but he revealed that info to Joy, and Joy was absolutely overjoyed. I got to meet Nita Indus, that is Benedicta's voice actress. I got to meet Susanna, which is Jill's voice actress, and obviously Ben Starr, Clive's voice actor. And man, they have a really good cast. Koji Fox was there, but it's so funny. Like Yoshi P, we thought Yoshi P was busy, but no, Koji Fox was probably more busy than Yoshi P. Because obviously he's translating for two people, like in their interviews. Because during the event, you have channels like Final Fantasy Union and Alex McCalla and just various other channels that have opportunities to interview them. Had I known that I would be able to interview them, I would have scheduled an appointment to do that. I had no idea that would have been the case, but you know, next time now I do. So that's a little disappointing that I didn't get that opportunity. I didn't even know that opportunity existed. But hey, it is what it is. I got to enjoy a lot of time with the game. I did talk to Yoshi P, yes. It's funny because the only thing in English he told me besides hi, like, you know, thank you, much appreciated. No spoil, no leak. We were taking a group photo in front of the fountain in the square. We asked a couple that was nearby to take a photo of us. They were really nice about it. And she took like 4 photos, and that photo with the bird in front of Joe Seffer's like face was too funny, and he ended up posting that one, and I made sure to quote retweet it because it's just too funny. Did I get any souvenirs to bring home? Oh, I have David's business card. I should have got one from the entire team. I should have got one and made a little Square Enix scrapbook. Throw my man Ibs in there. Trying to think of non-NDA questions. How different does the game look in person than it does in trailers graphically? Well, honestly, any game really. Like if you're looking at trailers in general, like even the 4K like upscaled stuff where the bitrate is higher, it's always gonna look better in person. Oh, I got to meet Primal Liquid. A lot of you guys might know Primal Liquid. He was so cool to talk to and just like finally get a chance to meet, because he's been doing this for many years. Many years. I'm pretty sure if there's an RPG guide out there that you've looked up, you've definitely seen it on Primal Liquid's channel. Everybody was so fun to like talk with. And what was cool about it was like, I'm not gonna front, it was very hard. It was very difficult to try to like, there's so many people, like everybody's over there, everybody's having a casual conversation with each other. But I made an effort to have as much one-on-one time with as many content creators as I could. Final Fantasy creators, non-Final Fantasy creators in general, and get enough one-on-one time. Like I think I got the most one-on-one time with like Daryl. Me and Daryl talked a lot. Dan, me and him talked a lot. Alex, I talked a lot to all of them. But outside of our group that we were with for the brunch that day, had a lot of one-on-one time with GBG. Spoke with Primal Liquid a lot. I got to meet Devil Never Cry. Devil Never Cry. Amazing content creator. Was super cool. I followed him before we even like met at the before I even like flew, and he followed me back and was really like welcoming about it. And it's just really cool to like see how just overall excited everybody was. Chat, if you guys asked the question earlier, feel free to type it back in now so I can answer it. Sorry about that. I'm grateful to have an amazing community like you guys. We already have a great amount of members. We already have a great amount of support. But if our ad revenue like starts to tank like that, it's gonna be very difficult to manage. And I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve in whichever way that I can.